Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learning with Anosha. In this video, we are going to learn that how we can create a quiz on Google Classroom. But before this, if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the latest notification. So let's start. First of all, we need to click on our Google Class. If you don't know how to create a Google Class, then you can check my video that I've created on Google Classroom. So clicking on your Google Class and then clicking on classwork, and then I'm clicking on create button, then click on quiz assignment, and now give a title to your quiz first. Now give some instructions to your students, and now select the class. I have selected O class and I have selected all student. If I want to assign this quiz to many classes, then I can select other classes as well. But right now I will select only this class. I can give some points to this quiz, and I can select any due date for this quiz, and the time of the quiz that is due is optional. You can select an appropriate topic for it. I am creating a new topic for it named as quizzes. So I have typed the topic. Now I will click on this blank quiz to create this quiz on Google Forms. So let's start our quiz. So I have this interface for creating this quiz. Now I will add question to this quiz. First of all, I will give a name to this quiz and some description about this quiz, and then I will add a question. There is a plus button that shows me about adding a question. So now a question is added, and there is a box in which I have multiple options about selecting my question. If I want my question to be a multiple choice, then I can select it from here. It could be a checkbox, it could be a drop down menu, it could be a file upload question, or anything from this menu can be selected and the question is generated. So now I'm creating an MCQs. So for example, I'm creating a multiple choice question here. I will give a question and give options to that question here. So let's start. I typed my question. Now I am adding options. After entering all the options, I will enter answer key and points. So clicking on answer key, and now I will click on the correct answer. Now I will give the appropriate points and click on done button. If this is a compulsory question, then click on this required button so that student cannot submit the form without attempting this question. If you want your student to have different order of these options so that they cannot cheat, so you can select these three buttons and you will have an option shuffle option order. Click on shuffle option order so that each student will get a different order of options. If you want to add some description, you will click here and can add a description. So description will be added. If you want your student to go to another section based on answer, for example, student will select option 1, then he will be going to another section. Now moving forward to the next type of question, I will click on this plus button, and now I will select short answer from this list. I typed some question here and I need my student to write its answer. Let's assign some marks to this question. For example, 1 mark for this question. And I'm not going to give any correct answer for this question because student can write anything in any sequence of words. So I'm not giving any correct answer. So this is required, so I'm clicking on required button. You can set 2 other options for this question. click on these three dots. One is description and other is response validation. I am using response validation here, and I will explain what is response validation. So I am clicking on response validation. First of all, there is a list in which I can see number, text, length and regular expression. Let's explain number first. So it means the answer should be a number, and it would be greater than or less than or between or something like that. I can select any of this option. So I will select less than, so it will be less than 10. So here's the answer of the student must be less than 10, and if he or she does not follow this rule, then the custom error message will be displayed. So I type the custom error message, and now I will save this. So this is saved automatically. So now I'm clicking this plus button. Wait, I need to duplicate this question for other validation options. So I'm going to duplicate this question. So same question is duplicated, and I will now select text, and text contain, for example, answer keyword. So whatever student will enter here should contain answer. So I will give error message here. So I typed it. So let's duplicate it for the next type validation. So here I'm going to select length. So total count must be length. Total count, maximum count must be 10. So I can type here the error message, max count 10, and now this will be stored as well, and I can copy this for the other type validation. So clicking on this option, regular expression. What is a regular expression? It is very important to understand what is the regular expression. In this we give some pattern to our text. For example, the student enter a text. If it contains this pattern, then the answer will be validated. So what we can write in this pattern tab, we can have a look here on this website. All the expressions are listed, and all the patterns that we can use as per our need are listed, and the correct matches and does not match examples are also given here. So you can have a look here. I will select one of these patterns. For example, I will select this pattern. For this, in this pattern we can see that we can have a D at the start and a G at the end, but we cannot have A, E and U. So this pattern is showing that we can have D and G at the start and end, and any character other than A, E, U between them. So I'm copying this pattern and now pasting here. So this question can have only this pattern. So I will type error text here. So only this pattern allowed. So now I am just saving this question as well. Moving towards next, click on plus. Now we will select a different type. For example, check boxes. Check boxes means that you can select more than one option at a time. So I typed a question, now giving options. First option, compiler. Second option is added. Third option, and the last option. So we have entered all the options, and now I will give the possible answer key. So the answer key is compiler, interpreter and assembler. So this is the answer key, and I will give 2 points for this question. Now I will click on done. I will make it required, and now I will select other options. For example, validation can be set here as well. Shuffle order means that the order will be shuffled. So I'm selecting validation. So select at least, at most, select exactly. So I'm selecting select exactly 3. So I'm going to add error text. So I have added this text, and now moving towards the next option. So clicking on plus button, and I have a new question now. I will select drop down menu and I will write my question here. So I typed my question. Now I will give options. So I've typed options. Now I will give answer. By clicking on answer key, I will select the right answer. So I'm clicking the right answer and giving a point to this question and clicking on done. So this is required, and here we can also set all the other options we have already discussed. Adding another question type, clicking on plus, clicking on this list, and then I'm clicking on file upload option. Now I will continue this and I will assign some tasks to the student. So here I want my student to submit his answer in the form of some document or some PDF file or something like that. So I'm pasting my question here, and I need the answer in the form of some file upload, and I'll allow the file type that would be a document or PDF or any image can be uploaded, and the maximum number of file could be 1, and maximum file size could be 100 MBs. So this is all the settings that I've made. So I'm assigning some marks to this. I'm assigning 2 points to this question and clicking on done. We can also import question from other forms we have online, so I don't need to do this. Can also add an image. So for adding image, I will browse from my local computer. So I will click on some image and upload that image, and the image is uploaded, and I can give a title to the image, or I can, like for example, I'm giving title to my image. So I've assigned a title, and I can hover text on it. I can also attach some video here. I can attach video from URL here. From YouTube I can attach video for the students. If we want to add a section, so we will click on the fourth question and we will click on add section. So now the section added, and now I'm going to give a name to this section, like section 2, and any description can be added here. And now there will be 2 sections in this quiz. Let's move on to other settings. For example, there is a setting option. Click on this setting button. You can collect email addresses as well with the responses. You can send the responses to your student as well via email. Limit to 1 response. Definitely we need only 1 quiz submitted by a single student. Edit after submit, no, it should not be checked because we are not going to allow them to edit again. See summary charts and text responses, no, I think this is not appropriate. So max size is 1 GB. Next option is click on presentation. Show progress bar of the questions attempted, so yes. Shuffle question order, yes, questions will be shuffled, and confirmation message will be your response has been recorded automatically. This message will be added. If you want to customize it, you can change this message. Click on quizzes. Make this as a quiz. Immediate release grades immediately after each submission, no, we will hold the result till we will manually check these results. Missed questions, definitely missed questions will not be allowed for this quiz. So I'm clicking on this so student can respond and can see how many questions are missed, and correct answer can be displayed to the student only if he submit the form, otherwise it will not be displayed, and point values will be displayed to the student. So I'm going to save these settings. Now by clicking on this eye here, you can preview the quiz. That how this quiz will be displayed to the students. So this is the quiz preview. So moving back, we can customize the theme of this form. We can change different colors, and we can also choose a file at the head. So I'm going to choose a file. For example, I'm choosing something like this. I'm choosing some file, so it will be shown at the head of the quiz. So this picture is now adjusted to the top of the quiz. So you can have many settings like that for the good look and feel of this quiz. So let's go back to the Google Classroom, and then we are going to assign this quiz to the students. Now I'm going to assign this quiz to my students, clicking on assign button. So now this quiz will be assigned to the students, and they can view this quiz on their screens. So we have posted a quiz on Google Classroom. Now I'm moving towards student account, and I will show you how student will see this quiz. So at students view, we will click on class, and now you can see that there is an upcoming assignment, and student can view it by clicking on this view all button or moving to classwork. So now the quiz is displayed and assigned to the student, and student can view that quiz, open the form, and can attempt the quiz. So here's all about the quiz and how to create a quiz on Google Form. I have discussed each and every part of the quiz or Google Forms. So I have discussed each and everything, every setting, every option that is available there on Google Forms, and about the quiz I have discussed everything. So if you like my video, then please subscribe my channel and do comment and let me know that you like it. Thanks for watching. Take care.